loves, welcome to the channel. My name is Joyce here. Please do well to subscribe if you're not and turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And also I want to start something. I'll be doing a shout out with my subscribers, especially only, let's be clear, only to those that leave meaningful comments, whether on vlogs or sit down video or whatever video that is on my channel. It's okay to leave first here or comments like that, but when you leave comments like that, at least when you're done watching the video, leave another comment. Let's know that you at least watched the video. Anyways, today's shout outs or maybe appreciation post or something, whatever it's called, will be to one of my longest subscriber, Cynthia Adams. Yay! I just want to say thank you so much for being here. You've been subscribed to my channel for a long time, like for the longest of times, and you've always commented on every one of my videos. You've just been a loyal subscriber and I'm so grateful. I really appreciate your support. I do not take it for granted. And also guys, go support Cynthia Adams. She's got a YouTube channel, so go support her. I'll be leaving her YouTube name on the screen and probably also on the description, a YouTube link, so click on the link, subscribe to her channel. She's one of my biggest supporters and I'm really grateful. So yeah, I'll be doing this probably every time I film a sit down video. I'll pick from the comments and give a shout out. It doesn't matter if you're a YouTuber or you're not a YouTuber, whatever. I'll just pick someone, people that leave good comments that, yeah. Anyways guys, to the video, because someone commented on my last video to say I spent a lot of time talking, and yeah, so today I'm trying not to do that. So let's go straight to the video. So I'm going to be talking about this comment I got on my last sit down video. Without further ado, let's read the comment. So she says, I don't care about what people think, but my parents are against it. We want to get married. They say I'm being rebellious and disobedient, and such relationships don't last. Now they are scaring me because I know I can't run to them if anything goes wrong. It's 13 years between us and I love him. What do I do? Okay, so she's asking for an advice. Well, I don't think I'm in the best position to give the best advice in this situation, and so I'll be hoping that you guys will leave your advice in the comment section. But on my own experience, I did not live with my birth parents, never lived with my birth parents, not even for maybe when I was like a baby, like a baby. So I probably do not remember that, but never lived with my birth parents, not even for 2 days, not even for 1 day. So yeah, I'm sure you understand how my own advice would be, or where my own advice will be coming from. Well, obviously you're really worried about this, your parents not accepting this, because you've got a good relationship with your parents and you would love to keep that relationship, or you would not like that relationship to go sour. So in your own case it's different, but in my own case, my parents could not have told me otherwise. Yes, I lived with my auntie, which is my dad's elder sister. I grew up with my auntie and her husband, and they were good to me. My late uncle was literally my dad. Well, my late uncle, the man that raised me, is dead. So of course I couldn't go to him and talk to him about my relationship. But I think if he was alive, he would not have had any issues with it as long as I'm happy. Well, I think, I would not know because I didn't get to that point with him. He died when I was a teenager. Anyways, I've been living all by myself from when I was a teenager. I moved to Lagos, so I've been living all by myself, making decisions for myself. So I don't think anybody would want to get into my personal life to tell me you shouldn't do this, because even if it's something that would not be good for me, I would love to experience it for myself. Relationship lasting, or relationship being a successful relationship or what have you, does not depend on the age. Honestly, it doesn't, because every day you see people divorcing, and I don't know about you, but I hardly rarely see age gap couple going through a divorce. I mean, Beyonce is in an age gap relationship. There's a lot of celebrities in an age gap relationships, a lot of them that I cannot remember, but I've seen videos where they talk about celebrities in age gap relationship and they're still married for a long time. That is not to say their marriage is perfect. Of course, no marriage is perfect, no relationship is perfect. That is why I probably would not agree with your parents when they say relationships like that don't last long, because it has nothing to do with age. And more so, it's just 13 years gap. Like, 13 years is not such, it's not, well, for me, I don't think 13 years is really such a huge age gap. So I don't see why your parents would not want you to be with him. But like I said, my case is different. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to be rebellious and, don't care about what your parents think and just go ahead and get married. I would say try to talk to them why you want to be with the person you choose to be with. If you're really happy together, give them time. But if they choose to not understand, I think you should go for whatever makes you happy. Because the truth is, if you decide to not marry the person you love, the person you want to be with right now, and you go ahead and marry someone else, what's to say things will not go sour? What's to say you would not go back to your parents' house, or you would not, what's to say it's going to be perfect? Because there is no guarantee that it's going to be perfect. There's no guarantee that if you marry someone 1 year older than you, or someone in the same age, or someone the same age as you, there's no guarantee that you guys are going to live happy ever after. So that's one thing your parents need to understand, that a successful marriage has got nothing to do with age yet. What if you listen to them and you decide to not marry the person you love, and you meet someone else that is probably the same age or not far along, and you decide to marry the person and the marriage goes sour? Your parents will not understand what you feel like deep down. Of course, they'll be sad as well that the marriage did not work, but they're not living in your shoes, so they will never be able to feel what you feel. What I'm saying is, it is your life. If you are happy with this person, genuinely happy with this person, if that's how you feel. Also, I think maybe, I don't know how long you guys have been together, maybe you also need to take time to think about it. If you really love the person, genuinely love the person, before going forward with it. And also, it depends on your age. Are you in your 20s? Are you off age? Are you old enough to make this decision? Maybe that's why. I don't know. You didn't say your age, but if you are in your 20s, maybe early 20s or so, I think you're old enough to make decisions for yourself. And even if I'm not saying it's going to go sour, but even if the relationship does not work, then it's fine. Life goes on. I don't know, that's how I see it. The relationship not working would have nothing to do with age. It would have a lot to do with character. The person you want to marry, or the person you're with, is the person a good person? Is the person, does the person have good character? Is the person ready to invest in the relationship? Does the person want the relationship as much as you do? It has nothing to do with the age, more so a lot to do with character, a lot to do with how you guys treat each other, if you guys love each other genuinely. Well, that's my own opinion. I don't think it's got anything to do with age. Age is just a number. But if you're already doubting, if you already have doubts, like you said, what if it goes bad? You would not be able to go to your parents, you will not be able to lean on them, or you will not be able to have them if anything bad happens. I mean, anything can happen. There are other reasons why some people will not be there at the time you need them. If you need this person to be happy at this point in time in your life, and this person really contributes massively to your happiness, why not go for it? That's what I think. In my own case, if anybody in my family, because even though I do not care what my birth parents think, I care a lot about what my auntie thinks. Not just my auntie that I lived with. I have other aunties as well, but I have 2 aunties that I'm really close with. So I really care what they think, and I also care what my uncle, that is a pastor, thinks. And I told my uncle this is the age difference, and my uncle was like, if you love him, then go for it. My uncle was like, it is not my decision to make. I'm not going to tell you to do this or not do this. If you're genuinely happy with this person, then go for it. That's what my uncle told me. My uncle did not tell me, oh, don't do this, the age difference is too much, blah blah blah. He didn't say that to me. He said, if you're happy with this person, go for it. Your parents should want your happiness. I mean, I'm not saying they don't want your happiness, but I think that's what That is the most important thing to them. And again, 13 years is not such a big age gap. I know people that have got 10 years between them. I know people that have got 15 years between them. I know people that have got 8 years, 5 years, you know. And mine is, I don't know, is it 20 or more? I think it's more than 20 years between me and my husband. But yeah, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, a lot of people that have got lesser age gap, like maybe age difference, maybe some people with 5 years, they'll be like, anything more than 5 years is too much. Some people with 10 years age difference will be like, anything more than 10 years is too much. But you're already dating someone that is 10 years older than you. How are you sitting there judging someone else that decides to go 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15, or 20, or even more? As long as you are above 20, that's what I think. Some people would say 18, some people would say 19, but as long as you are above 20, then you can make decisions for yourself. And if the decisions you make for yourself ends up going sour, you would sit down and own up to it and say, oh, I made this decision for myself. But if someone else makes a decision for you and it ends up going bad, you would blame the person and you would regret. You know, you would really, really regret, because I mean, you didn't even decide, someone else decided for you. So again, it is your decision to make. As much as you probably love your parents so much and you would not want to go against them, but when it comes to marriage, it's something, I mean, the goal is till death, you get me? The goal is a lifetime. And when it comes to choosing someone you would want to spend the rest of your life with, you're the one living with the person, you're the one spending every day, every hour with the person, you're the one spending forever with the person. So I think you're the one that needs to make that decision, not somebody else, because it is a very important decision. I don't think your parents will be happy if you leave this person and go with another person and you end up being miserable in that relationship or in that marriage. I don't think they will be happy. So what I would say is, take your time, talk to them, try your best. Your boyfriend or fiancé should meet with them, talk to them, assure them. Yeah, and if they still, after all your efforts, if they still decide to not listen to you and to insist that you don't be with the person you want to be with, then I think it's okay to not listen to them and do what you want to do, because you tried to make them understand. You tried your best. You really, really tried to bring them along. And if they insist and they're so adamant about it, then you do what you want. Again, what you're saying in your message is you're scared. What if something goes wrong? But in this case, if it does go wrong, at least you would know you choose someone you wanted to be with, not someone your parents wanted for you. It is someone you wanted for yourself. Like I will always say, nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody knows the future. You get me? Nobody knows, like, anything can happen. So if you have the opportunity to be happy today, be happy today. If you have the opportunity to be happy for 1 week, grab that opportunity. So I lost a friend of mine last year. She was, I think, 32 or so. And you know, a death really really shook me. What I learned from that is life is short. So with the very short time you have, I think it is best to be happy, because nobody knows tomorrow. I feel like I've been blabbing back and forth, but I think I've said what a lot of people would say. Try your best. This is the 21st century, yeah? So they don't do things like that anymore, where parents will be the ones to choose a partner for their kids, or where parents will tell you, oh, I don't want you to be with this person. I mean, in some cases, except maybe there's something else, but if it's just the age, if the only problem is the age, then that I think is not right. But also it depends on your age as well. So, but if the problem is age, that I think is right. But if there is more to it, maybe they know something, or maybe, you know, yeah. So if there is more to it, then, but even then, I think adults will end up making decisions for themselves anyway. Adults should be allowed to make decisions for themselves, except they are not adults. The only time your parents can make decisions for you is when you are still a kid or a teenager. But immediately you become an adult, you are allowed to make your decisions yourself. especially decisions when it comes to choosing a life partner. If you're in your husband's house or whatever and you're sad or you're happy, it is still on you. It is, I mean, if you're happy, of course your parents will be happy that you're happy, but if you're with someone and you're unhappy, it is your unhappiness, not their unhappiness. Of course, maybe they'll still be unhappy, but they're not the one living it. So again, it is your decision to make. From my end, if this was me, of course, I would not listen to anybody. I would not even try my best to convince anybody. You get me? I've always been that person. I make decisions for myself. Nobody tells me what to do. I would ask for your opinion, or I would ask like, okay, what do you think? Blah, 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 blah. But in the end, I would be the one with the final say, not somebody else. So yeah, that's my advice. And I hope I've made sense in this video, even though I feel like I've been repeating myself for so long. I am not someone that knows it all. Of course, I do not know it all. And of course, my experience will be different. So maybe there's someone that have, been in such situation. Maybe you guys will be the best person to give this advice. So leave a comment in the comment section if you somehow can relate. But even if you've never been in such, situations before, still leave a comment. What do you think? Listen to our parents and tell a fiancé to go, or try to talk to the parents, talk some sense, try to convince them, and if they're still adamant, she should do whatever she wants. Anyways, just leave comments in the comment section and she'll be reading your comments. So guys, that'll be it for today's video. Bye. Oh, I forgot to say, you can leave a comment in the comment section if there's something you want me to talk about, or you can send me an email. My email will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.